Hi, this is Jen from the SCRD. Thank you for checking out our weekly water update for July 2nd, 2020. We have introduced the current surface and groundwater systems in our last two updates. Today we connect the sources of water to our taps and share the infrastructure in between. Our water systems are fed by precipitation collected in our local watersheds. Snow and rainfall fill the ground and surface water systems that we tap into. This is an image of Chapman Watershed, showing the storage lakes where the water infrastructure begins. The water storage lakes in Chapman Watershed, Chapman and Edwards Lake, as well as McNeil Lake and South Pender Harbor, each have a small dam with a valve. Water spills over these dams until the rain and snow melt end for the season. Then a valve is opened to maintain water flow down the creeks. In a groundwater system, the water storage is the large underground aquifer. Next, water is collected for our use. In groundwater, a well pumps the water to the surface for use in our systems. In surface water systems, we have an intake pipe. The raw water then enters water treatment. The large surface water systems in the SCRD, so South Pender Harbor and Chapman Creek, have the most complex water treatment plants. Smaller systems have smaller water treatment plants that can be about the size of a shipping container. The water that leaves all of the water treatment plants must meet the Canadian drinking water standards. The treated water then enters the distribution system. This image is of an old distribution main that has since been replaced to keep our water systems in good operational condition. The treated water travels to reservoirs located in each area. The reservoirs are designed to maintain water pressure in the system and meet the daily spikes in our water use demand. These reservoirs slowly drain when we all get up in the morning, take a shower, water our gardens, as we use the water faster than it is treated. The water treatment plants work continuously to refill the reservoirs, and the water systems catch up midday and overnight when our water use is lower. Distribution mains connect the water in the reservoirs to our neighborhoods. They also support fire protection, and you can see the hydrant at the top of this image. And the last piece of SCRD water infrastructure is the water service connection to each of our homes or businesses. Many of these connections include a water meter. We'll have more information about how water meters work and how we read them in future updates. Water infrastructure responsibility transitions from the SCRD to property owners after the water service connection. The water line that runs from the road or water meter to the building is the responsibility of each property owner. The last stop, of course, is our taps, making the journey from watersheds through treatment and distribution infrastructure. Clean and safe water flows from our taps each and every day. That brings us to our question of the week from a resident in Wood Creek Park. I've signed up for the monthly water use update, and I'm curious, where else can I cut back? Here are some considerations that can see significant savings at home. Updating a frequently used fixture or appliance like an older shower head or a kitchen faucet that is used multiple times a day adds up to overall savings. Our outdoor water use is where we tend to see the larger volumes of water used, and therefore is where we can see really big savings. The SCRD requires automatic irrigation systems to have a rain sensor, so we're not using treated water on our yards when the ground is already wet. And many people have been switching to micro and drip irrigation systems, which is really great to see too. I've also included a note about checking the weather before watering, which may have you rolling your eyes, but I often see folks watering and sprinkling when rain is on the way. Finding a non-potable source for water for outdoor use is a great way to match water quality with its purpose and conserve our treated water sources during the dry months. So there are still spaces available in the SCRD's 2020 Rainwater Harvesting Rebate Program, and I'll include a link below if you'd like more information. Thank you for checking out the SCRD's weekly water update. Next week, we'll have information about Stage 2 water conservation regulations. As in 2019, we are continuing a proactive approach to adjusting our water use and doing our best to avoid progressing to Stage 4. Subscribe, send us our questions, and a big thank you to everyone who practices water conservation.